how did it even start, for you?
I've always been someone that wanted to explore the world and be curious. And so even before I started a YouTube channel, I was doing things like in college, I went to go live with a tribe in the jungle.
Oh.
In the jungle?
Yeah. And I drank
What jungle?
spit.
Go back. You were past jungle.
Yeah, so I went to the edge of Peru,
Okay.
and I was with a little village where you got to fly in on a little plane. There's 14 huts. They drink this stuff called chicha, which is made out of river potato and spit, and that's their main drink. And they hunt with blowguns. They shoot armadillo, monkey, bird out of a tree. And I lived that life for a couple of weeks. And I was always fascinated coming up, watching documentaries from places like Vice that you go in, it's this real, raw, authentic look to what's happening in the world. And I thought, I don't know if that ever could be me because I have no journalism background. I don't have the credentials.
Yeah.
But right now we're living in this world where anyone could be the next journalist, the next content creator. Credentials have gone out the window. It's about who's willing to hustle, who's willing to get the story, and who can get that inside access that no one else can. And that's really what we've specialized in. Our breakout story was the Kia Boy story in Milwaukee.
I was going to ask you about that.
Really?
Yeah, the Kia Boy. Yeah.
And ever since that moment, we knew that the documentary world was our space, and we haven't been off the road since. We've been hustling. We've been building relationships and getting inside access that most crews cannot.
Did you ever, let me ask you, did you ever have a full-time job? And when did you know that I'm going to do this full-time? This is what I'm going to do.
So I was in the corporate world for the first 5.5 years out of college, and I hated it.
Wow.
What did you do, man?
So this is actually what, but the thing is, I'll give you a little background. I was in the payroll business. I worked for a company called Paychecks. And so basically, I grew up in like the whitest suburb you could possibly think of. And then in this job, I was assigned the hoodiest of the hood, like at 53206 in Milwaukee, where 6 out of 10 dudes walking around have been to the pen. So like it was a real deal zip code where it was just a totally different environment. But I worked that for 5 years, and I got to be comfortable. I got to get the lingo. I got to figure out what was going on.
You got some credibility.
Yes, but that was a job that at the time I thought it was a complete waste of time. But I wouldn't be doing what I am today without that experience.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.